Yo, yo, yo. So we back again, man. So I was gonna wait a little bit of time before getting into part two, but I decided, you know what? Let me just go ahead and let's get part two out the way of the Kevin Samuels things your father should have taught you. Um, let's jump in right where we left off.
You do this. You do you clip your fingernails twice a week because they grow on men. Twice a week. You got your facial care regimen. You do that morning and afternoon. Keep your face clear. As anything else, you'll get better and better with time to where I am out of the door in 30 minutes. That shower, dressed, and routine. That's what you do. But here's the upside about it. Women know, women appreciate a man who takes care of himself. Let's get back down to Big Al and the twins. You guys know what this is? Let me just show you what you need. That's the best one on the market.
The powder.
Chassis. Um, Jack Black also has one called Dry Down. I like it because it has a little green tea in it. But dude, chassis, it's like having uh, fairies blow on your nuts. You, you apply down, you sprinkle on your nuts. You take some and throw up under your tank. Then you put some down the crack of your ass. Then you hit each pit. Guys, there is nothing like having chassis. It doesn't, and unlike most other things out on the market, chassis powder won't clump up when you start to perspire. It's actually scientifically formulated to not do that. It's actually the leading thing on the market. See, like as we get into the summer, you may need to get certain kind of t-shirts. There are people who suffer from hyperhidrosis. I sweat a lot from my face. So I'm really cognizant about what I use with my face. That's
Yeah,
why I talk
same for
about those
me.
oil blotting pads. Keep your face clear. It's foolish to not talk about this kind of shit. And I love when punk ass dudes come on and trying to talk about men talking about oil blotting pads. Man, fuck your fag. Fuck, go somewhere else. See, dudes like that want you to not take care of yourself so they can start because they don't want to compete.
Yeah, I'm about to say they want to compete. Yeah.
They fear. I love dudes who are homophobic and fear change, man, because these are the dudes that are so easy to beat. You beat them on their own level. Take care.
So real quick, just a comment on that. That's a big thing, man. So it is very true. There's going to be a lot of guys as you get into some of these things. There will be people that maybe have a comment about, oh, you act like a girl, you act like a woman. That's stuff that men don't do those kind of things. But I'm telling you, man, like some of us do. I will say when it comes to the powder, they got other products on the market. I don't really use the powder so much. I might try it though. Fairies blowing on your nuts is crazy, but I do have it's like a lotion. You can put the lotion on yourself or whatever. Right after you take a shower, or whatever. It'll air dry pretty quick. Throw your drawers on, and I'm telling you, by the end of the day, like when you go to come home and you kind of unwind and you swap clothes out, or fellas, you even know when you just go use the restroom. Sometimes when the day has worn on you, but using a product like that, it's dramatically reduces, we'll say, the consequences of not doing it.
Care yourself. Um, what else? Yeah, man, chassis powder, next level shit. And I'm a cyclist. I ride my bike outdoors, man. Keeping your nuts clean, keeping your nuts fresh. It's another worldly experience, man. Your body will appreciate it. Your mind will appreciate it. Women appreciate it. Trust me. That's it. So you want to have powder in your shoes, on your sack, on the arms. You know, um, Where else are we gonna get to?
The shoes is new game for me. I don't do the shoes. Probably could do that.
Yeah, man, take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself because it says something about human beings are pattern recognition machines. It says something to people that a man takes care of himself. Now, everything I've told you about is not any extreme shit.
Not at all.
Nothing over the top. Nothing that can't be done for blue collar, white collar. It
Facts.
can be done at any octane level, any
Facts.
budget.
Anybody who maybe didn't catch the first one, he mainly talked about, just bathing properly, going over some type of a skincare routine for your cleaning your face and moisturizing, um, keeping your nails clean, trimming your hair. Very, very basic stuff, but doing just more than don't be that guy that goes into Walmart and says, "Okay, I'm in the body wash aisle. Let me look around for something new. Oh, great. Suave has a $5 body wash that says it does hair, body, and it's a conditioner. Cool, I got it all in one." There is power into specialization in anything, whether it's in business, whether it's in relationships. It's great when you have certain people that are great at one thing, someone else is great at another, and you share the benefits. So when it comes to your products, it's no different. Have a body wash that's great at washing, have a exfoliant that's great at exfoliating, a separate shampoo, separate conditioner, separate face wash, separate beard products, all those things, and they specialize. And even though it is a little bit of an investment at first, once you acquire kind of your first set of everything, at that point it just kind of becomes routine. Replacing these things is not nearly as expensive as that first launch. First time you go in and you want to pick up all these things, just be ready. You might invest maybe 150, $200 into getting all these different things that he's talking about. But after a while, then you realize, okay, well, now I'm not running through this half a gallon jug of all in one body wash, face wash, hair conditioner. I'm not running through that every 2.5, 3 weeks where I'm always running in Target to grab the next one. Now you got something that will last you for a while because it's specialized. You use it for that one thing, you move on to the next product. So effectively, I mean, really, the amount of money you spend, it might be a little more, but over the long run and the benefits that you get from it far outweigh what the cost is.
It just depends on the stuff you want to use. Now, yeah, you cycle, man. There's something else there's this thing called nuts. When you cycle, man, you gotta keep the friction down between your thighs on your sack. Yeah, man, there's all kind of shit I use when I cycle, man, to keep the boys in shape. All right.
Oh, here we go.
So next, smell like
Before he even jumps into it, let me rewind just a little bit. Before he jumps into it, anybody who followed Kevin before, let me get some FaceTime with y'all, man. Let me zoom in tight, man. So anybody that remembers Kevin from the time that he started knows that he had a different persona for sure. You can watch as this is maybe about halfway through his YouTube career. So you can see he's got his style, he's got his stuff down. In fact, you can tell he picked up even more of probably some of the advice that he's given now. You can see he's starting to become polished. But when he started his channel, his thing was fragrance, uh, date night, office wear, daytime party, signature scents, new fragrances and reviews, all those things. It was heavily, heavily, heavily just fragrance. And then he started to evolve and go into more things. So it looks like now he's going to touch on fragrance. So this one is, to me, this is after you have all the basics down. Now is where you get to kind of enjoy some of the fragrances that are out there, and you'll be surprised how many guys that, if they do wear a fragrance, they haven't taken care of cleaning up that canvas first, so that way that fragrance can shine. Um, but what he's going to go into is probably, I imagine he's going to recommend a handful of them to us. So this should be good. In fact, I got some. I'm not going to empty out my whole bathroom again, but I got a few of them. I always got stuff close by. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see who he's going to recommend to us.
Michael, man, keep the boys in shape. All right. So next, smell like goddamn man.
There you go.
You motherfuckers coming over here talking about Axe baby powder, I mean, Axe body spray, and all this other. You on the wrong goddamn channel. This is grown man channel.
Right.
Axe body spray and all that shit went out in junior high. It had its place. What I'm thinking about. Hold on.
He put us on a break. So he's got a crazy collection while he's doing that. He's got a crazy collection. So whether you want something cheap, if you're just getting started, maybe a little $20-$30, something that smells good, something smells right. He's got recommendations on that. You guys should actually check out his channel. And when you click on his name and you click on videos, cycle them and filter them so you can go back to the oldest ones and you can go and see all of his fragrance stuff. So let me jump back in and get to it. My bad, y'all. Here we go.
Molecule 01. God, I love this stuff.
It's
It
like a
won't fuck with your
primer.
allergies. And it just amplifies your natural body chemistry. You watch my channel, you know this is my role fucking dog. Women love this shit. The only thing the women love more is Molecule 02. These are perfect for guys with allergies. You can use them to by themselves. In fact, let's do that right goddamn now. Nice burst of kind of a cedar kind of thing. And the thing is you can't overspray this. And it people around you can smell it, but you'll just catch wafts of it every now and then. This Amberoxan Molecule 2 is in so many popular fragrances today,
Yeah.
Sex in the Bag. See, Boogie, you need to check these out. All right, but I love my actual body oils too. These are things I got from the Middle Eastern brothers.
See, I mentioned that to y'all before.
You know, these
I
different
make
little
my
oils,
own
a dab
mixes
will
for
do
the
you.
for the oil.
You know, this kind of shit to where you don't need to spray a lot. You just get a little dab of the oil. Whoop.
Powerful.
You see the
Look how dark
viscosity
it
of that?
is.
See the viscosity of that stuff? Look at that. I'm just gonna rub this in because I don't want it to sit there.
Right.
Dude, I did a consult today with a brother in Riyadh. Man. Ooh, yeah, baby.
Kevin over the top. Bro.
Oils. You can go to the oil man at the pawn shop or
Right.
the African bazaar.
You got something.
But there are plenty of places that sell Egyptian musks, ouds, roses. Musks are gonna be your best. But
In fact, just a quick take. Anybody who swings by liquor stores, hair stores, if you're a guy and you got a lot of hair you got to do stuff for, because you're gonna be out shopping, getting the right stuff for you, right? But the liquor stores, smoke shops, the little Asian marts that might sell like, they sell like hoodwear, t-shirts, and all kind of little stuff for the urban youth community. Swing by in there, and a lot of the times, if you look over to the side, they'll have like a little case or maybe a little basket or something with like some oils, and it's got old school fragrances, cool water, um, maybe some Sean John inspired stuff. Just these little itty bitty oils. Start with that. If you don't have a collection, start with that. They sell them for like maybe anywhere from maybe 4 to like $10. Pick you up like two or three of those, kind of mix it up. That's a good place to start if you just aren't too sure about the world of fragrance, but you want to wear something, but you're not ready to invest in it yet. But you want to pick up something right away. Kind of in that niche. And this is for the younger cats too. You know what I'm saying? When you thinking about picking up that new pair of Jordans, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put $10 to the side, pick you up a little something that smells better than Axe. Step your game up, bro.
Let's get on into it. Smell like a goddamn man.
There it
Let
is.
me tell you about my favorite goddamn man fragrance. Yeah, yeah, Saudi Arabia today, brother. Yeah, actually, he's actually a medical doctor. Cool brother, man. Cool brother. My favorite goddamn man fragrance.
Great vetiver.
Tom Ford Great Vetiver. This shit is well how a man should smell. The Marlboro Man steps off the billboard. I wore this on my birthday and I forgot how goddamn good this smells.
Just classic.
Your grandfather, your grandfather, your grandfather's grandfather, motherfucking Kunta Kinte could have wore this shit and everybody still would have smelled good. This is how Vetiver is a man fragrance. And this is probably they should charge 3 times the money for this shit. Tom Ford Great Vetiver, all year, all season, all reason. Women love it. If you're under 30, get the eau de toilette. If you're over 30, get the eau de parfum. Office friendly. This is my shit. It's my shit. My personal favorite shit.
When it comes to that great vetiver, though, I will say there's a lot of other fragrances that capture a similar essence. When it comes to that one, that is very much more for the man that is more likely to dress up. If at work you at least are wearing maybe like a polo and Dockers at your job, go ahead and jump into something like that. You know what I'm saying? If you work at maybe a retail store or something, that might not be the way to go. But if you're in an office environment, I don't care if you just maybe a mailroom clerk and you go from floor to floor delivering mail. That's still appropriate for you. You can still rock that. That works.
Everything I'm gonna show you guys is on the mass market. You guys have heard me talk about this.
My
Acqua di
guy.
Gio Profumo, the best designer fragrance on the planet. Period.
I
Uh,
got a dent in mine.
this shit, you're
Fire.
looking at if you buy it retail, you're looking about 120.
Fire.
But you can get it on
Facts.
like
Know what I'm
fragrancenet.com
talking about.
or Fragrance X. Type some sites in here. Uh, fragrancenet.com has it. Sites like or Fragrance X. These are places that
Oh
I
man.
know and trust. Best designer
It's like
fragrance on the
power.
planet, period. Acqua di Gio, the original, was the best selling men's fragrance of all time. They took it and made it even better. They put in patchouli and incense. As much as I love Tom Ford Great Vetiver, and I do, this is the one fragrance I recommend to anybody.
It's bomb.
And here's the thing, this is sexy.
Right.
This is manly, this is sexy.
Right.
Matter of fact,
Go ahead and hit you.
I ain't just enjoy this shit this much.
Just
Okay,
man.
I got a video saying the 6 fragrances any guy can need. This is great. If you, this is like my medical doctor, lawyer, Wall Street broker kind of
Right.
thing. This is what you would wear. You know, this is also a club banger. Okay, so
Right.
let's keep on moving.
I'm not gonna steer y'all wrong. I promise you. I'm not gonna steer y'all wrong. Here, let me double back one more time. I'm not gonna steer y'all wrong. Get the name of that one more time. Now, here's the thing: if y'all go looking for this, it's a lot more expensive than it used to be. So I don't know if y'all remember a time where sometimes you might be somewhere, you might smell that maybe a guy's wearing something in the area, and it's just in the air, and it's got a almost like a salty, like all the best parts about smelling the ocean. But it's still woody, it's fresh, it's a little citrus, but you just don't know what it is. You don't know where it's coming from. It's just in the air. That was probably Aqua di Gio. That's the original. It has a bottle like this, but it's like all clear, like just frosted glass. But this one, man, this one is special. Um, Bad news. It's discontinued. I know. That means it's harder to find. But they did relaunch a very similar fragrance, and I think it's just called Aqua di Gio. I think it's just Parfum. Aqua di Gio Parfum. I think that's it. So if you can find that, it's probably 90% of what this is. But if you got the room and the budget to get the discontinued one, if you go on discounters, you can sometimes find them. Man, that's the one. And here's the thing: when you first try it, if you're new to fragrance, it may not be your thing where you smell it and you say, "Oh wow, this is the best thing I've ever smelled." But I promise you, it is absolutely a compliment getter. Women love it, and it's one of those things where he's right. Like you can, he said it's a club banger, or you can wear it in the office. It's so versatile. So if you're just a guy that has just is either has already developed or are developing a masculine frame, I'm telling you, like that one is a banger. I'm probably halfway through that bottle. I probably need to get another one before they go up in price again. So I'm gonna be out there shopping with y'all. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into what the next one is.
Um, Bleu de Chanel,
Classic.
the very. This is one that it's Chanel. It's always
Facts.
gonna be good. Again, all of these are bangers. This is the parfum version. They have EDT, EDP, and the parfum. I like the parfum version better. This is probably the most universally liked fragrance of them all. Fragrance heads kind of like, and it's kind of, there's nothing special about it, but that's the thing. It's very special because it doesn't go over the top in anything. I didn't bring it with me. Dior Sauvage sits over here.
Right.
These two are very well liked and respected and highly complimented. Let's say you want to be around in an office environment. Let's say you're going to go to a job interview or something like that. Or you're going to be around people you're not sure if fragrance offends anybody, but you want to smell good and smell like a man. Prada L'Homme.
Clean, powdery, fresh.
Iris base, clean, fresh fragrance.
Yeah.
Again, I'm showing you guys things that are universally liked, complimented, masculine, nothing feminine, nothing girly about any of them. No
Facts.
question whether people like them. These could be some of the most complimented fragrances of all time. This one, these two are hands down the office favorites.
Yeah. I am gonna say if you're thinking about going with one of these, you gotta pick one. And this is me not knowing what age you are. I will say if you're a man, you're seeing this, and I'm a raise the age level. If you're over 45, just go with the Grey Vetiver. Just go with the Grey Vetiver. Um, that's gonna be a banger for you, and it's you're mature enough where you can pull it off without question. But for everybody else, that Prada alone, man, it's just again, when we say powdery, it's like I don't want you to think like baby powder, but there's a softness to it, and it lingers, but it's still powerful, and it's just clean. It's just it's fresh out the shower, but manly. It's it's the fragrance that you can't quite put your finger on, but you know it smells clean and soapy and just smells like maybe your favorite sticky deodorant almost. Like I know that might kind of kill the thought for some of y'all, but you know, I don't know anybody that buys deodorant that they don't like the smell of. But it's that clean powdery that we're talking about. Very nice, very still sexy, but like he said, office friendly, safe. The Prada you can wear. Grandma's gonna say you smell good, but when you give that girl a hug, that your work wife, she's going, what you got on? That smells nice too. Anytime you can smell clean, but still intentional with the clean smell, you can emanate clean, it's sexy 100% of the time.
Hands down, the office favorites. Slight edge to this
There, there you go. Slight edge to the front.
one. And then, of course, so much love for this fragrance. Jesus Christ. Springtime, Terra Hermes. This
More
has
citrus.
an orange, citrus kind of vetiver. It has everything I like about this
Right.
fragrance,
And
and
you
it
add
puts some
citrus.
citrus in
Right.
it. This stuff starts conversations. This is the stuff you spray on, and women will just be like, I was gonna leave. I just want to sit over here and smell him. Now I'm not gonna talk about now Samad. I'm not talking about any of those. Nope. I'm not Versace Eros Flame. Nope. Mm-mm.
No, just
All
masculine.
those, everything y'all are talking about are personal favorites. I'm talking about universal. I'm talking about any continent, any season. Terre Hermes, Eau de Parfum. This is the Eau de Toilette, but it's this. Trust me. So let me hold these up
I
again.
appreciate that he said that.
Tom Ford Great Vetiver,
Right.
Terre Hermes,
And
okay,
then one more Prada.
Bleu de Chanel,
Right.
Prada L'Homme.
And then the molecules.
Fucking hands ain't that big.
Oh,
Acqua di Gio
yeah.
Profumo.
Absolutely.
O'Shea. For my guys who are in medicine, if you're in a hospital, you're around patients, you'll love this. Molecule, if you're worried about people with allergies, Molecule 01. Can't say enough good things about this. You know, it's an aroma chemical. It's not a fragrance, it's an aroma. Both of these, Molecule 01, Molecule 02. But if I were in a hospital, if I were on some ER kind of shit, I would wear this every day. Because it is universally inoffensive. And it smells so goddamn good.
That's
God, I love this shit.
That's a good point that he made. So 2 points that he made right there. Those fragrances, any continent, any continent. So you're talking about, even if you're a guy and you say, you know what, let me get something special because I got a cruise that I'm going on. I want to wear something that's nice. And it doesn't matter where the cruise is. All of those are bangers. The only issue with the Chanel is so many people know about it, so many people have it. But at least with the Pradas, there's so many different Pradas. Not everybody is necessarily wearing the Loam. There's so many different Tom Fords. Not everybody's wearing the Grey Vetiver. There's so many citrus. Not everybody is wearing Hermes. So those other ones I think are even better for his list. And then when it comes to the Aqua di Gio, even though that one is a popular one, the Profumo is just a specific version. And since it's discontinued, you can't just run into your shelf at Macy's and pick that up. It's not there. They've got the other version, which is very similar, very close, Get that if you can't find the other one, but they're not the same. It's not exactly a one for one. It's like a 1A, 1B. Um, so I would say that those other ones are still the Aqua de Gio, the Prada, Terre de Hermes, um, yeah, and the Tom Ford, the Great Vetiver. Those are still the four that I would say are I would lean in that direction first. I'd start with the Aqua de Gio number one. That would be it's just a killer. And it's powerful and it lasts all day, all day. Next, I would say the Prada would probably be the way I'd go. Then I'd do the Terre de Hermes. Then I'd probably look at the Chanel. Then I'd look at the Tom Ford. Just being honest, the Chanel, I like the Chanel more. More people do gravitate towards it more, especially here in the U.S. But I think it is globally accepted. They're all clean, masculine fragrances. So, but any of those are on point. But the second point he made, the molecules. Now, I've smelled Molecule 1. I don't own it. And I never smelled Molecule 2. But if they are what he says they are, if you're talking about wanting to wear something, if you are in that health space, or even if you're just somebody, maybe you yourself have allergies, some of these fragrances, the best ones are using some natural ingredients. So if you have something that might be irritating to you, or maybe you are in an office environment, but it's more close knit, maybe it's close, maybe you're at a call center or something like that, well, yeah, you may not want to wear something that's just going to be overpowering and just too much for the people around you. You want to be nice, you want to be pleasant, you want to have a scent bubble, but some of these are loud. They can push quite a bit. So something like that, what he's talking about with the molecules, may be the way to go. That way, you know, you can still smell great but not be offensive. I think that's big when it comes to putting these on. Is it should be something that when you put it on and you walk into the room, you enhance the experience of everyone just because you're there. And if your fragrance is hurting someone else's experience, you slightly miss the mark. I'll say it that way.
All right. So let's get on into the I'm a sexy motherfucker and I want to smell like a sexy man, dressed in black with a nice pocket square. Valentino
Ah,
Uomo Intense.
also powdery,
This is another iris-based fragrance,
like the Prada,
but it has tonka bean in it. It's a little sweeter.
sweeter.
This is a date night, sexy panty dropper romantic fragrance. Um, its big brother is Dior Homme Intense, but that's a little harder to get to. You can get this anywhere. And
Mhm.
this actually smells more mature, in my opinion. Valentino Uomo Intense. This is one you want to wear when you want to just make her go, oh God,
Yeah, the Valentino
oh,
do it.
you smell so goddamn good. When you want her to get wet by just sniffing you, that's it. Guys, I made a video where I said the reason you're not getting enough compliments, or reason why you're not getting attention, and I showed you guys me real world out people complimenting me on that one day. If you didn't see that video, it's about a year and a half ago. Real world, I went out and about doing my regular day shit, and people were complimenting me everywhere I went. I filmed it and I made a video about it. The
Like the
fragrance I was
Noir
wearing that
Extreme.
day, Molecule 01.
Right on.
But I had it topped off with a little bit of this. Tom Ford Noir, Tom Ford Noir
It's
Extreme
got the Kofi note. No,
behind
nothing
the
else
gin.
has it. I love it.
Oh
This
God, I
dude's
love this
crazy,
stuff.
bro.
Yeah, you can get this at Macy's or Nordstrom. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love this stuff.
I should have skipped
I
this.
love this stuff.
That's
Women
my
love
cheat
this stuff.
code. I
Tom
got that
Ford
in
Noir Extreme.
the collection.
This is another date night, special occasion shit.
Special
You
occasion for
know,
sure.
these are sweeter, so I wouldn't put these in the office, but you could. But if you want, these are your sexy motherfucker colognes.
He ain't lying. With that one though, that one you still, I'm gonna say that's the date night, but that's not the. hey, I'm meeting the chick for the first time, don't want to spend that much money yet. Let me take her to let me take her to the Cheesecake Factory. That's not quite that one. That's the one that you do, okay, yeah, we're going to go to that nice seafood spot that's, on the lakefront or on the river, or hey, you know what? We talked about maybe going to um that nice jazz club, or hey, they've got open poetry this night, and I want to do something special. There's this chick I like. We've been seeing each other for a little bit now. Yeah, let me go here. Let me a little bit more upscale. When you wear that, you got to have hard shoes on. That's how I see it. You got to have a jacket and hard shoes. But you rock that one, another killer. And it's silent. People don't know about that. It's not advertised, but yeah, that's the one. And Kofi, if people don't know what that is, it's it's like ice cream, like pistachio ice cream. It's popular like in Afghanistan and Pakistan and India. It's like a dessert, so it's got that note in it. Now that's not the prominent note, but that is something that does stand out. That's what makes that one unique. There are a lot of fragrances that have a lot of the other notes, but it's that one specifically. I haven't smelled it. I've smelled nothing like it. There's nothing else like that on the market for sure. But still masculine, still deep, still sexy, subtle sweetness, but still has that masculine. It's on point.
You sexy motherfucker. These are you sexy
Right on
motherfucker
time.
colognes. And then if I'm gonna put another one in there, I'll put Molecule O2 in here. Is your sexy motherfucker cologne. You can actually wear this with these.
That's dope. Layer them.
Drum roll, please. But hands down, no question in this man's opinion, for the sexiest motherfucking designer fragrance in the world for date night, romantic situations, period. Not even close, in my opinion. Spice Bomb
Oh,
Extreme. Nigga, please. This shit right here, this shit right here,
crazy. Crazy. Two sprays.
buy it. Just
Two
buy it.
spray.
Just buy it. Just buy it. Just trust me, buy it. You see it in Sephora, just buy it.
Shit
You see it
crazy.
in Macy's, buy it. See it in Dillard's, just buy it.
Just buy it. Just buy it.
Even if you hate it,
It's
if you can
vanilla.
throw it on, you can sell it,
It
throw it on eBay and get your money right back. They took everything I liked about the original Spice Bomb, which has pink pepper in it, but it has this kind of. Remember, you people used to chew like your mama had gum and like Wrigley spearmint
this
gum and all that other kind of shit, peppermint, and
oh my god.
you excited when somebody had juicy fruit because the other gums was just kind of like grandma mint kind of shit.
Yeah.
Then they fucked around and made something Big Red. Big Red, everybody was niggas was eating a pack of Big Red at a time. You eat one of them, you break a piece of spearmint, Wrigley spearmint, you break it in half and you do that with that shit. You're like, okay, it's better than spit.
You're right.
Get rid of it.
Right.
Niggas was opening big red, big ass chunk of shit in their mouth.
As a kid, Big Red and Juicy Fruit.
It has that kind of big red element. Women love this shit.
It's better than Big Red.
And let me tell you, on melanated skin,
Fire.
fucking rap. Fucking rap.
Yo. So this one, oh man, bro. I had to put a couple people onto this one, and I gave them some decants of that. But this right here, man, it's so everything he said about the Big Red, that spicy but sweet cinnamon, it's like that, but you're also getting loads of like vanilla in here. So if you can imagine lighting a vanilla fragrant candle, but you know what? This is Christmas, but take away the actual tree. Christmas, but take away the tree. Spicy cinnamon, vanilla. Oh man, it's and it's true. Like two sprays. That's all she wrote.
Done.
Done.
They fucking rap. Ugly dudes gain 2.5, 3 points with this.
I did.
I mean, you can be a 3 and jump your ass up
I
to
did.
a strong 5.5 or 6. If you've done a push up or two and then take care of what I'm talking about, a grooming, your ass is nearly a fucking Adonis.
Man.
Just don't say the wrong shit and you in. Spice Bomb's $120, man.
It's worth
Well,
it.
again, bro, on this channel, I gotta be real, dude. $120. I'm an image consultant. I'm a stylist. It costs.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: the 6 fragrances you would need, I would recommend, would be Cheddar Hermes, Tom Ford Grape Vetiver, Bleu de Chanel, Acqua di Gio Profumo,
What I got?
Spice Bomb Extreme, and just to make the general list, I would go Valentino Uomo Intense for the general list, but I would actually swap that. This is my personal favorite. But more people like Valentino Uomo Intense. Now we're gonna round back out. My dudes with allergies, Molecule 01, Molecule 02. Here's another thing: in the summertime, you can't overspray this shit. You can never go wrong. But the thing is, once you groomed yourself and all that stuff, dude, what I'm basically telling you is you don't have to walk around in a suit like me. I'm a bougie dude. And I do well at being bougie. That's what the fuck I do. I always have been. And I'm good with it. You don't have to participate in suit Saturdays. You can be in joggers, a polo shirt, and some Stan Smiths. But if you got this on and you've done everything else I've talked about,
killing it. Killing it.
you're the man.
Just be clean.
See, this is the shit that we didn't learn from our pops when we was growing up. It's shit we didn't learn. And it's also shit a lot of dudes don't want to put you up on game on, because a lot of times cats figure out the little secret formula. They're like, man, shit, I don't want to give up my advantage. I'm gonna give up my advantage.
Yeah.
I love seeing men look good and smell good.
Pause.
Yeah. No. You guys keep asking about all these other colognes. I've made my recommendations for the reasons. Dude, I'm looking. Hear me explain something. It's not that any of them are bad or not as good as the other. They're just not universally worldwide acceptable. I got a worldwide audience that's gonna see this. And the things you guys are talking about, they won't work in church. They won't work on Wall Street. They won't work in the oil field.
Gym.
They got to work in all these different environments.
School,
everything I've told you, and they all have to smell like a man.
Right.
No question whether or not you're a man.
Right.
The only one that actually people may actually have a question about may be this one because of the iris note in it. Yeah. This actually smells more masculine than its forerunner. So let me look in the chat room.
So I'm gonna pause it right here for a second, yo. So let me get in tight again. So hats off to him, man. There's a nice bit of this video left. I think I'm gonna wrap this one here. I might just go ahead and just do a part 3 for the back end. I don't want to keep y'all all day if y'all got shit to do, man. But I do want to actually recommend a few as well. So I'm with him. When it comes to fragrance, I'm big on that. And let's see. I'm gonna say for anybody that wants to start, just start. some type of a collection in a sense. I highly recommend you kind of think about starting with like a three different fragrances. One of them has to be something that when you have there's going to be women around. It's going to be maybe more of a nighttime or date night type of thing. You want to have something for that. You want to have something that maybe is your everyday dumb reach. That's like something you'd wear to the office or when you don't know what to put on. It's that thing that you can reach for. You know it's going to smell great and it's going to be well. It's going to be well received. And then I would say you want something else that would be considered more of a, they call it a signature fragrance. It's it's something that you could wear. What they like to say is any season, any reason, you put it on, a few sprays, you good to go. So to start you off while you're figuring them out, I would highly recommend two. And he already talked about them here. So that is absolutely, of course, the Aqua de Gil, Profumo, or Parfum, if you can't find this. But it will look just like this. Black bottle. This is something that you can again you man, it's just it's clean, it's salty, very aromatic. There's a little bit of incense in there to kind of darken it out, but not to where it's overbearing, where it seems heavy and because too much incense can feel old, like you're walking into a dirty shop or something like that. Not like that at all. Just a little bit lingering in the air. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance, and this is absolutely something that even as your body heats up, it just smells even better. So as long as you're clean, body heats up. Maybe outside right now, we got a lot of warm weather. I'm out here in Cali, so it's hot. It's hot. So something like this is incredible because this can be the office fragrance. It can be the I'm just running out with my boys. It can be the hey, I just freshened up real quick, but I'm gonna hit the gym. I just want to put something real quick on that just smells nice. It can be the hey, I'm going out to meet with friends for the first time, or I'm running into work, whatever. Any reason, any season, this is on point. Now, for the evenings, the women are around. My rule when it comes to there's going to be women around, I'm either going to go for something like that is signature scent worthy, or I want to smell like when you give me a hug, I want to smell like I taste good. That's my go to. And that is exactly what this is. Between these two, I'm telling you, you're starting your collection off the right way. Now you can mix it up, and of course you can, get different things, and you can spread out from there. But if you start off with those two as your anchor, spray this on during the day, cool. You going out that night, get freshened up, put that shit on, whatever you're gonna do, and then throw this on. You're winning every time, every time. Really, you could wear this during the day, really, but at night it's a killer. At nighttime 70, maybe upper 60 degrees or whatever, light breeze. You're out there spending time, mingling, meeting people, talking, and then that wind catches it and it hits that group of people next to you. I'm telling you, it's going to be a conversation starter for sure. As far as if you don't want something, this is powerful though. It is powerful. If you want to go a different realm, but maybe you didn't want something that's loud, but you want to hit a lot of the same facets this does, but you still want something that is sexy, sweet, still masculine, but you just don't want it to be loud. You want to bring a little bit of attention in, or whoever you're talking to, Maybe then they catch, oh man, he smelled good. This one is one of my favorites of all time. Dolce and Gabbana, the one parfum. Beautiful. This one hits a lot of what this does, but I would say that this is delicious, spicy, sweet, vanilla. It's exactly what it says. It's a spice bomb. This one, you're getting the spices, but it's just toned down. It's toned down. It's sweet. It's sexy, and it's also a beautiful fragrance as well. So anyway, those two, start them off with these two. You can venture out to the others, but if you're just not sure where to start with, that is absolutely the place that I would go to. Those two. Something that smells clean but masculine, a little bit different, but still has some depth to it. Staying power is incredible. Still light up the room. Smells like power. That's a winner for all men. And then make sure she wants to take a bite out of you before the night is over for that one. But anyway, guys, man, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it right there. Again, shout out to the Godfather, incredible video. Believe it or not, it's only about halfway through. I've already got two parts out of this, so we might end up with a 3 and 4, or I might just move on to something else and then come back to him later on if you guys like these enough. So we'll see how this one does. But y'all let me know if y'all want to see more of this one, and I'll be glad to kind of give my take on everything he has to share with us. But until then, y'all be safe, y'all be smooth. I'm out.